Last Friday, I'm on the couch doing absolutely
nothing.
Eating a bag of chips I opened 4 days ago, scrolling TikTok, and that's when an ad pops up about my girl Emily's tragic story. I mean, what was that? My girl went from being adopted by a rich family to get framed, to get slapped for no freaking reason, all in 1 hour 30 minutes.
And the plot twist? I didn't see that coming. And the ending? What was that? What was that?
So I had to watch it. And today I'm going to explain what this drama was. Trust me, it's so good. It was so fun. It was ridiculously bad, but in a good way. Make sure to stick around to the end to see the end of this drama, because the end of this drama, it was insane. So our story began with 3 men stepping out of their car like they're about to drop the world's most boring K-pop song. Regardless, they look rich. They also give this rich, crazy rich Asian vibes. They look like they have connections, like elite. Not only they were bougie brothers. And this is when, in the story, we get introduced to 3 brothers of the Parker family. Let me give the introduction because we all deserve that. So we saw first brother. He's wearing this glass. He looks like he is carrying the family's Wi-Fi password. He has this serious face. He looks mysterious. He looks like he's the one in the family that everyone follows. He just looked like someone your parents would say, oh, marry him. He is intelligent. He looks intelligent. He has money clearly. And he would probably someone like your Asian parents would going to say oh, look at him. Why can't you be like him? He also looks like he's the eldest. And indeed, he was the eldest. And his name was, I forgot his name. On to the next, second brother. Blind. He's blind. Yeah, that's all you need to know. That's basically his whole character arc is so far.
Anyways.
Third brother. He's the youngest and he acts like the youngest. He looks like he's a playboy. He looks like he also gives off the vibe he would throw those crazy Coney Ayers Rouge lines that he would think that they are hitting, but they're not. He's like a playboy, definitely like a playboy your mom wants you about. Except he's not. He's just a brother who flirts and don't take anything seriously. But if something he wanna lock in and that don't go as he plans, he would get aggressive. He would definitely looks like his star would be
Gemini.
Two-faced.
Anyway, so now they are working on this mysterious project called the Moon Sleep Project. Apparently, humanity depends on it, but they never tell us what it does actually. Are they sending people to space or giving them nap? We don't know, and we may never know. But our eldest brother puts a lot of work in it, and he wants this project to be successful. That's for sure. You know, when you have so much money and nowhere to spend, so you go after what's trending, that's what it's giving. I mean, not trying to be salty, but if you're rich, why are you rich? Why can't you just give a couple $1 million to people like me and people like them? And we can all be rich together. I don't get that. But I digress. Anyway, then we cut to a sign-up scene. So there is this fakest scientist with plastic glasses and a dollar store hazmat suit. And he's talking to the girl in front of him. And he goes, girl, you're not even 18 yet. Can't you wait? You'll die one day. Eventually. Naturally. I mean, what is happening? Who is this man? And who is he talking to? So let me introduce you to our main character. She's our protagonist, and that's the one we're gonna follow. And her name is Emily. She has this brunette hair, pale white skin. She just looks innocent. She looks like she's been through a lot. She looks so sad. She's beautiful, okay? She is beautiful. And she just gave off this rich girl vibe, but very innocent, cutesy, girly way. She looks soft. She looks exhausted, someone, someone who's been done for years. She looks like that. You know, when we were little and we had this one fight with our parent and we would pack our bag to run away from our house and farthest we can go is our bedroom door. That's the vibe she gives. Except she passed that door and somehow ended up here. She takes it seriously and now she's about to sign a contract. Which contract, you may ask? Let me explain. Apparently, she insists to sleep in the pod that is like we can see in the picture. And he, like, the scientist, gives her all the cons of sleeping in that capsule, which we're gonna talk in a minute. But for now, he gives her all the cons. Like, for example, you might never wake up. You might die. You might disappear. But she was like, no, I don't care.
I wanna sleep.
I'm basically dead inside anyway, so let me just do that. So she signs it, and because she is turning 18 in 4 days. And who's gonna stop her? No one. I mean, when you turn 18 in movies, you cut ties with your family. Isn't this normal? Right? And that's when we find out the girl Emily, who, like, the scientist is talking, is actually the beloved sister of Parker brothers. AKA the owner of the mission, the sleeping pod, the Moon Sleep Project. Then the space guy goes, bro, your brother gonna kill us if he finds out we are putting his sister in that biohazard. And she goes, you know what? It was in the past. They don't love me anymore. The past must stay in the past. The past is in the past. And that's when we were hit with flashbacks. AKA, we kind of know what is going on, and the whole story suddenly kind of makes sense. So it turns out our girl Emily was adopted when she was 4 years old. Yeah, that escalated faster than expected, in my opinion. Then in the flashback, the oldest brother goes, I'm gonna make Emily the happiest girl in the world when she turns 18.
Absolutely.
Weird line to say to your sister, but
Okay.
spoiler, it's also the last happy birthday Emily ever has with his family, because what's Asian celebration without some chaos? I've been there. I can confirm. Jokes aside, the flashback honestly shows how close they were together. Like, they were in love with Emily, okay? They would adore her. It's basically given a wholesome, rich family K-drama until their real sister magically reappears after being missing for years. From that point on, it just becomes Gaslight Olympics. At this point, we kind of know what her character is. She's the evil one, if you can tell by this point. So the real sister, Emma, blames Emily for everything. Once beloved Emily suddenly becomes an NPC in her own house. She barely gets a word out before bam, she got hit with another slap. Every time she tries to explain, she gets hit again. Now back to the present, where our Emily was like insisting to this like scientist that she wanna sleep in that pod, and now she ends up with a literal death certificate. But here's the thing, her identity has to stay secret because it's like risky mission or whatever. So even if she signs up, no one's supposed to know that it's her. Not even her family, like the rich adopted family. Meanwhile, Emma is literally become a next Emily because everyone now adore her. All the brother now adore Emma because she is also like sick, I believe. We don't know what Emma is going through, like what her illness is. We will know in the future, but for now, we don't know what is going on. But we do know that she is sick and she needs medical attention, and that's what the family is giving. So anyway, so now we are in the present. Now this story is kind of confusing if you're like not watching it and like listening. So I'm gonna like try to explain as easy as possible. So all the things that we were like talking about Emma being the bad sister towards Emily and everyone is like adoring her, it's in the past running in the future, in the present. And now we are in the present, and this is when after like she signed the poll thingy. So now she is sick. Our Emily also gets sick. So they both, Emily and Emma, are in the present now, and they both ends up in the hospital. Now, as we know, our girl Emily's brother is literally in 4 days. Guess what? No one remembers, because ever since Emma comes in, as I said, no one remember anything related to Emily. So yeah, Emily finally gets discharged, and now she goes home. She walks in and finds a box waiting for her. Inside, custom shoes our older brother David promised her 14 years ago. So she was like, yeah, they do remember my birthday. My girl was this close to canceling that like sleep pod tour. Then boom, guess what? Emma walks in. Then the family tells Emily to apologize and clean Emma's shoes like she's some kind of live-in servant, because apparently, how dare she touches Cinderella's heels with her
dusty little orphan hands.
What? The switch up was insane. We are talking about the family that would have killed for Emily, and suddenly they'd kill Emily. Okay.
Shakespeare.
And why she's doing this? Because apparently she wanted her position back. Like she said, oh, I am the real daughter. I was the one, and I should be the one they should adore. So she's basically punishing her for taking her space. We also never get told how did they even find Emma to begin with. No logic, no backstory, no clue, just vibes. Emma is literally whispering villain monologue on like Emily's ear, and the brother and all the family is just like, they are like standing 5 inches away. And you're telling me they can't hear anything? Like she's literally torturing her, and she's like, oh, you did this, you did that, and I'm gonna kick you out. And no one is listening. What are we, like 12? Fast forward, the Moon Sleep Project now suddenly becomes a Star Sleep Project. Why? They are like basically throwing a party because they got the volunteer, right? So they got the volunteer and they are like rich people. So of course they're gonna show off, and they are throwing this party to like basically celebrate that they're gonna have a volunteer to sleep in that deadly thing, like sleep pod thing, which they don't know that it's their sister. Then out of nowhere, Emma tries to drown the blind brother. Yup, the blind one. And somehow Emily gets blamed for it. I mean, are we surprised at this point? I don't know. Then the dad slaps Emily like 20 times and goes, we are cutting all ties. Sir, you adopted her. You filled out the papers. And then boom, plot twist. Emma isn't the real daughter. Emily is. And the truth behind Emma, her family were killed by the Parker family years ago. So everything was a revenge. So anyway, now my girl Emily also had enough. So she agrees to cut ties, and she's like, okay, I'm done. Like you wanna kick me out? Okay, I'm down. I'm leaving. Bye. So she leaves the party, and then they suddenly realize that it's her birthday. They feel bad, and they were like, oops, we messed up. We need to find her. What is happening? So they go back. So they start searching for her, and there's no sign of Emily anywhere. Because my girl Emily, she is on her way to the capsule of death. Before she puts to sleep, she donates her corneas to her brother. Which, okay, but I don't know how this is like possible, because when they put her to sleep, we can see, and there's no cut sign. How is that possible? Like, her eyes look totally fine. Like, where are the missing corneas, doctor? So now, when the family couldn't find Emily, they turned toward Nancy, aka our helper. So Nancy, and she's like so close to Emily, and so she knows that Emily is basically dying, that Emma is like lying too. So Emily told her not to tell anyone that I'm going. So when they asked Nancy, like, where is Emily? So she goes, oh, she will come in 3 days. So like, wait for 3 days. She's basically lying to them, because she's like, oh, you guys did so much worse to Emily for like these years. Now you have to learn a lesson. So they wait, and she never comes back, if you can tell. Anyway, in this chaos, they were like, oh, never mind, Emily going to come. So the next day, our blind brother Thomas had his eye operation, because he got donation of corneas, but he don't know who gave him. But then out of nowhere, during the checkup, the doctor drops, oh, so Miss Emily never come back to do her follow-ups. So you are eye doctor. What are you saying? After that, they went to their childhood room and read Emily's letter. instant regret. So something clicked their mind because Emma be doing some more sketchy stuff. Because now that Emily is not here, they finally is like, okay, something is wrong. So they watched all the old footage, like CCTV, and saw that Emma was basically bullying Emily all this time. They caught everything. And that's when it hit them that it was Emma all along, and Emily was the real one and Emma is the evil one. Though they still don't know that then Michael basically come for Emma and she goes, oh no, what are you saying? Like, I didn't do anything. Girl, you have proof. Like, what are you? Shut up. Anyways, the next day, they are like waiting and waiting again, but Emily never show up. Instead, a letter arrives. The same letter they sent to the donor as a thank you. So of course, the donor was their sister, so it got sent to them. That's when Thomas realized that he basically has his sister's eyes.
What a tragic little thing.
So now brothers basically beg Nancy again, like, please just tell us where Emily is. And she's like, you know what? Fine. If you want to know, go to the basement. So they go there, open a box, and boom, Emily's death certificate. You know, just a casual thing to find in your house, innit? Nancy finally decides to be useful for once and hands them the USB Emily left behind. Then they plugged it in and start watching the clips and start slapping themselves. No, like actually. That was the first slap of guilt, by the way. In this video, Emily said, you guys cut ties with me. So now I'm clear. I want to sleep in peace. But once you loved me, you cared for me. But now you gave up on me. So I think it's my turn. Thank you. Bye. Okay, I was actually about to cry here until this happened. Your mother. Then boom, plot twist number 27. Turns out Emma inherited a heart disease. But wait, Parker family has zero history of heart disease. So how did she inherit it? Make it make sense. So they finally check her blood type, and even that said, I don't belong here, do it again. And they're like, our parents are type B. This girl DNA said, try again. And they're like, who even are you? And then she snaps. What can I say? You guys were so easy. One cry and you were all against Emily. You guys never loved her. You all are losers. Yep. Anyway, 3 months pass, everyone depressed. They literally grow a 5 o'clock shadow and they are like drinking, throwing tantrum and like grieving. Then Big Bro finally gets up and goes, wait, she talked about volunteering for that sleep-pod thing. Wow, like, took you 3 months to solve this mystery, Sherlock. So they run to the lab, barged in, and the fake scientist, you know, the one with the, like, fake-ass suit from the Party City goes, it's too late. The experiment started. And Michael goes, stop the experiment! Sir, you can do this. You can do this. There's no turning back. Then we get this super, super sad scene. And yeah, I almost cried too, until they start slapping themselves again. The scientist tells them that she'll be asleep for like 30 years. Yes, 30 years. And instead of, I don't know, going home or like touching grass, they stayed there for like 30 years. I'm not kidding. For the plot, I guess. And I also saw the comments and they were like, how the parents are still alive. And I was like, yeah, like no offense, but how they are still alive. So yeah, 30 years passed, she wakes up, her cornea surgery, success. Her memory, not so much. Everyone's crying, like so emotional, like finally 30 years has been passed and you are with us, like girly pop, yeah. And she goes like smiling and like, who are you? Excuse me? What? Girl, you forgot? Not even a flashback? Montage? Nothing? Anyway, after that, she just smiled and went to this dark alleyway thingy. I don't know where is she going, but she's going somewhere. And honestly, couldn't be heavier. I mean, what they did, that's what they deserve. But girlie, where are you going? Like, we were never told about this memory loss thing, like what is happening? So they literally stood there. I think it's their prize for playing my girl Emily's emotion. Honestly, what was that? Like, in the end, I was like crying. Okay, I was crying. Then they start slapping themselves. And I was like, okay, never mind. But then when she wakes up, I'm like, oh my God, finally, she wakes up, like, it's gonna happen. And so she finally wakes up. I mean, what is gonna happen? Like, 30 years. She goes, who are you? Girl, what? Yeah, and for Emma, she becomes maniac. We left them in a asylum. That was literally it about this short C drama. Honestly, I love this drama. They're like so entertaining, so ridiculous. A lot of the time, the plot is basically rich people, which I love and I devour. But yeah, what I got from this drama was that family don't make sense. Science isn't real, and if you have blind brother, maybe don't throw a party near a pool. So yeah, this should conclude today's episode, and let me know what do you think, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. And don't forget to subscribe before I also sign up for my 30-year nap.